Hey, what's going on, guys? It's ChimChim here again, and today I'm going to be going over my M4 class that I personally use in Search and Destroy. I think this is probably the best combination of attachments to use in Search and Destroy if you're trying to get a jump on the other guy and just kind of try to be the best. I gotta think this shit through before I say it. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is ChimChim back again with another video, and today I'm going to be going over my M4 class that I personally use in Search and Destroy. I think this class is probably the best one to use just because it enables you to get a big jump on your enemy, especially in point blank situations. If you both turn a corner and you see each other at the same time, 9 times out of 10 you'll probably get the first shot off on your enemy with this class. So I'm gonna basically just go over all the basics that I have. Obviously, it's M4. We'll hop into the attachments. First one is the monolithic suppressor. I just like using a suppressor in Search and Destroy, basically because if I'm in say a 1v3 situation and I kill the first guy, I'm up on the mini map, then they know where I'm at, and I kind of got to play from there. With the suppressor, it's a little bit easier to kind of stay hidden and not let people know where you are. This does sound suppression plus damage range, which can kind of help out a little bit as well. Next is the stock or the barrel. I use the FSS 11.5 Commando. This gives you faster aim down sight speed and movement speed. Aim down sight speed, I think, is a lot more important than people give credit to in this game. Basically, just because when you're aiming down sights, you have to wait to a certain point so you can actually start firing, unless you start hip firing and then aim in. But a lot of people don't do that. So if you can have a fast aim down sight speed that can reduce that probably like close to half a second, where you're gonna get a jump on a guy aiming down sights. I don't use an optic. I never use a laser, just because that can give away your location, and I don't really understand why anybody would use one. Um, no optic. I personally like the iron sights on the M4, so I just stick with no optic. No stock is actually an attachment. This improves movement speed and again aim down sight speed. Just making that twice as faster. This perk I put on here I like a lot. Frangible, inflicts wounding damage. I like this just because I found myself in a lot of situations where I'll shoot a guy, and then 2 seconds go by and he's healed back up, and then I try to kill him again. But this keeps him damaged longer, so it gives me a better chance of jumping in and getting that kill, finishing that kill off. And this is my last attachment, and this I think is probably one of the most important ones, if not the important one, is the stipple grip tape. Is aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed. A lot of times people find themselves sprinting around corners, which you shouldn't do, but I even find myself doing it sometimes. And you'll sprint around a corner and you'll find an enemy. If you have this on, this will definitely let you get the jump on the guy quicker. You're bringing your gun up faster, and then with the aim down sight speed, aiming down sights faster, which is just going to happen super quick. It's a super fast movement with these attachments. So this is usually what I use when I play. Sometimes I'll add this on with a sniper. Usually I just use it regular with a knife, just because I like to switch to the knife so I can run faster and get to my starting spot that I want to get to on the map. Perks, EOD, I think is super important just because there's always pre-nades in every search and destroy map. They always come in, so that's definitely super important. I could also, if you wanted to use another perk, quick fix, I kind of like just as soon as you kill someone, if you're damaged, your health regens. But I use stims sometimes, so that's not really that doesn't really worry me. Ghost, super important. There's always UAVs and radar drones up, so you want to, or personal radars. So you want to use that, or unless you're going to use a sniper, you have to use overkill. So these perks are pretty interchangeable. The third one, this one I would say to just use tracker, just because I think it's such an overpowered perk. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten kills using Tracker, and I see a lot of other people using it. It almost reminds me of Stopping Power from MW2, where it's so OP that it's like, why wouldn't you use it? I mean, there's other good perks like Battle Hardened and even Shrapnel, but I just stick with Tracker just to stay safe. And then I don't know why Stun's on here. I usually use Stims. They give you two. This is a pretty awesome tactical. I would suggest using this on like a lot of classes, honestly. This is usually what I go with. And then Claymore, I don't like to use pre-nades, just because I find myself getting a lot more kills setting up a Claymore at a certain point on the map than I do just using a pre-nade. So I just stick with Claymore, especially if you're trying to defend a bomb that's planted or you're on defense and you're perched up in a building or something and you want to make sure no one is going to come from the door behind you, just set the Claymore up and you're good to go. So this is the class that I used for Search and Destroy. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys decide to use this class. It's definitely a good class to use. And thanks for watching, and come back for more. Subscribe.